Welcome back, beautiful family. Today I want to share with you the classic milk bread. Easy to prepare and delicious. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. To prepare the classic and delicious milk bread, these are the ingredients. I have yeast, salt, vegetable oil, milk, sugar, egg, and all-purpose flour. This is everything we need to prepare the classic and delicious milk bread. So let's get started. I want to start with adding my warm milk and 1 room temperature egg. When I say room temperature egg, get it out of the refrigerator at least 2 hours before making this amazing milk bread. You're gonna whisk it really good. You're gonna add your sugar, add your salt, and then add your all-purpose flour, add your yeast, and mix it with this wooden spoon. When you start mixing, you start seeing that it starts coming together. Look at this. And it is great if you use a wooden spoon. That really helps you mix and incorporate everything. But once everything is kind of incorporated, then you're gonna start using your hands. You're gonna start kneading the dough for at least 5 to 7 minutes until you have a ball of dough. This really takes time, but let me tell you, this milk bread comes out delicious. I am sure you're going to love it. After it's mixed completely, you're gonna add your butter. When you start kneading the dough with the butter, it's gonna seem like if it's not going to incorporate completely, but it's going to. So just knead the butter and the dough for another 5 more minutes. Take your time. Believe me, at the end, this is going to be worth it. The milk bread comes out so fluffy, tender, moist, the flavor amazing, and I am sure you're going to love it. After the butter has been incorporated completely into the dough, you are going to cover it, put it in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. This is important, adding 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil on the bottom so that you could coat your dough. Once this is done, you're gonna cover it with saran wrap, put it in the refrigerator, and just let it rest for 2 hours in the refrigerator. After the time, it is time to knead one more time, and you're going to knead for about 3 minutes, no more than 3 minutes. Just knead it really good, and then make your disc so you could start making your portions. Out of this dough, I'm going to get 10 pieces of milk bread. Let me show you. It's very easy to do. Once you make it, I am sure you're going to continue enjoying this amazing bread. You could enjoy it for breakfast, enjoy it with coffee time. You decide. It's very easy. Now just make little balls. You decide how you want to make your little balls. Make your little balls just like that. And I'm going to continue with the rest, making all the little balls. Let me tell you, this bread comes out so delicious. I know that it takes time because once you're done with the little portions, you need to cover it. Let it rest for 30 minutes. Just on your countertop. Cover it with, you could cover it with saran wrap or with the moist towel right on the top, and just let it rest and let it do its thing so they come out nice and fluffy and tender. After they've been resting for about 30 minutes. You're gonna grease your baking dish. I'm adding some butter on the baking dish right on the sides and on the bottom so the bread doesn't stick when I put it in the oven. It doesn't take too long to make this bread. I know that it's time consuming, but at the end, this bread comes out delicious. Look at this. You're gonna spread it and then roll it out just like that with your hands. Pinch the little edge, and that little edge is going to go on the bottom so that they don't open when they are baking in the oven. At this time, you should preheat your oven to 350 Fahrenheit. You're gonna put it in the oven for 25 minutes without opening your oven. Just put it in there. Your home is gonna smell amazing. The aroma of baking bread at home is just delicious. Look at this. I'm gonna continue rolling my dough out and making my little portions. Once I am done, of course, look at this. Very easy to prepare. I'm gonna go ahead, roll this one out, put it in there. I'm gonna let it rest for another 30 minutes. The resting time is very important. The resting time is so that the dough starts creating and building those amazing flavors. Let's cover it with the kitchen towel and let them rest for 30 minutes. While the dough is resting, we are going to use 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of milk, and we are going to incorporate it really good because we are going to add this right on the top, brush it right on the top of the dough. So when the bread is done, it's gonna be nice and golden from the top. Look at this. It doesn't need too much, but they're gonna come out so beautiful that I'm sure you're gonna continue making this amazing recipe. And now let me show you from close up how they look. Remember, put them in the oven 350 for 25 minutes. After those 25 minutes, look at them. They look amazing. They're nice and fluffy. I'm gonna add just 1 tablespoon of butter that I'm adding just on the top, and then after that they are ready to be enjoyed. Of course, I'm going to let them rest for just a couple minutes. I don't want to get burned, but let me show you, they come out so fluffy and tender and moist from the inside that you are going to continue baking this amazing easy bread, a classic milk bread at home. Of course, I love to enjoy it with a little bit of butter. Who doesn't love butter? So I'm gonna go ahead, just put this here, and I'm going to enjoy it like I said with butter. If you liked and loved my recipe, I invite you to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, share this video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. I'll see you in just a little bit. My friends, I am completely done with this classic milk bread. This comes out delicious. Your home is going to smell amazing. But the best part, that it's made at home with lots of love. It comes out nice and fluffy and delicious. Well, this is the part I love and enjoy tasting my recipes. Excuse me. When it's warm, it's delicious. I hope, my friends, you make this amazing and delicious recipe. If you liked and loved my recipe, I invite you to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, Share this video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Before I say, I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of Cooking with Gloria. See you on my next delicious recipe. Bye-bye.